Fellow Ghanaians and friends of Ghana, 64 years ago, we freed our nation, Ghana, from the shackles of colonialism and imperialism. We were the first nation in colonial Africa to gain our independence from the colonial power, and thus became the torchbearer of the struggle for liberation of the African continent. As we lowered the British Union Jack on the eve of 6 March 1957 and replaced it with our own, the iconic red, gold, green flag with the black star in the center, the mood of citizens of this newly minted state was one of unrestrained excitement and jubilation because of the prospects of what the future held for us. Later that night, at the old Polo Grounds, that vision of what an independent Ghana could be, that is a prosperous, progressive country, which was to be an active player in the affairs of the continent and the world, was eloquently laid bare by our historic first leader, Kwame Nkrumah. The world indeed took notice of us. We have the likes of Dr. Martin Luther King, Mrs. Coretta Scott King, Philip Randolph, Adam Clayton Powell, Ralph Bunche and Horace Mann, leaders of the American Civil Rights Movement, as well as U.S. Vice President Richard Nixon, present with us to commemorate the birth of our new nation. We were an example for the rest of Africa to follow. Not surprisingly, much was expected of the poster boy country. On 63 previous occasions, we've usually congregated in our capital of Accra, and recently in other locations around the country, Tamale in 2019 and Kumasi last year, to celebrate our nation's independence. At these annual events, we have sought to express a deep consciousness of love for country and the importance of ensuring that we realize our potential as the Black Star of Africa. Year after year, we commit ourselves to ensuring that we work to lift the standard of living of the Ghanaian and help construct an economy that is capable of creating a society of opportunities for all. It's taken quite some time for us to get there, but I believe there's far more self-confidence among us Ghanaians today than there has been since the very early days of self-government, that we can make it if we work at it. Today, freedom and the cultivation of democratic values are strengthening our determination to bring into being a new Ghana that is neither pawn nor victim of the world order. A testament to the rule of law, respect for individual liberties, human rights, the principles of democratic accountability, and the dictates of social justice has deepened for our common benefit. Nevertheless, we recognize that the biggest challenge confronting us is to be able to put our country on the path of sustained progress and prosperity and enhance the well-being of every Ghanaian. Since 2017, a considerable amount of work has been undertaken to help us achieve this objective. Consistently for 3 successive years, our nation had one of the fastest growing economies in the world, leading us to become the largest destination of foreign direct investment in West Africa. Global automobile companies had either set up shop in Ghana or experienced their desire to do so. The basic tenets of social justice, that is access to education and health care, were being guaranteed for all our people. We become self-sufficient in food production and for the first time in a long while, exported our surpluses to our neighbors. Sustained efforts through digitization were being made to formalize our economy. It would hasten our critical journey of industrialization and value addition activities, whose result would be to create jobs for the teeming masses of Ghanaians. Successful Ghanaian diplomacy enabled the African Union to agree to the location here in Accra of the Secretariat of the African Continental Free Trade Area, arguably the most important initiative of the African Union since its foundation. This is the first time since independence that we've had the privilege of playing host to a major Pan-African institution. The single African market, which began trading on 1st January, will present Ghanaian enterprises and businesses with a huge opportunity for the rapid development of the Ghanaian and African economy. When the global pandemic of COVID-19 struck, it derailed our progress and wreaked havoc on all aspects of national life. Lives and livelihoods have been affected. The economy has suffered, and government has had to cushion households and businesses from the effects of the virus. If any more evidence were needed of the impact of COVID-19, the fact that this, the 64th Independence Day celebration, has had to be cancelled and substituted with essentially a virtual celebration is one of them. Collectively, my fellow Ghanaians, we all work to ensure a relatively favorable situation with respect to the virus when it first broke out. And as much as our active case count has recently risen, I appeal to all of you to help ensure its decline. We did that before, and we can do it again. Yes, the first vaccines have arrived in the country, and they have begun to be deployed. And I appeal passionately to each one of you to take the vaccine when it is your turn. But however, we cannot afford to let go of the enhanced hygiene and mask-wearing protocols which should define our way of living. These protocols have not only helped in the fight against COVID-19, but have also helped ensure that cholera, for example, is no longer a health concern. If we are to be successful in building a resilient Ghana, capable of withstanding in future external shocks such as COVID-19, then we must all put our shoulders to the wheel. Already, government has taken steps to revitalize and transform the economy, a process which is hinged on the 100 billion cedi Ghana Cares Obatampa program, the linchpin of our drive towards the rapid industrial transformation of our economy, our main national priority. The Minister for Finance will this month, God willing, provide to Parliament further details on the measures to be taken to spur on the process of economic recovery. A year from now, the benefits of economic recovery will begin to show. A year from now, our quest to move Ghana to a situation beyond aid will be accelerated and our self-reliance enhanced. A year from today, we should regain our pride of place as one of the fastest growing economies not only in Africa, but also in the world. A year from now, we should be processing more and more of our raw materials to help create jobs for the millions of Ghanaian youth. A year from now, more and more of Ghanaian children should be having access to education. A year from now, every district and region should have a hospital where residents will be able to have decent, affordable health care. Fellow Ghanaians, this is not beyond us. If we put our hearts and minds to it, we who were the first to gain our independence in colonial Africa, can make it and protect our heritage and environment. Let us not allow our energies to be sapped by either the failures of the past or the challenges of today. Let us embrace today's challenges as opportunities for a brighter future. Let us redefine our sense of national responsibility and remove any doubt some may continue to have about our ability to manage our own affairs. Let us devote ourselves to the freedom and welfare of Mother Ghana. Albeit an arduous task, I'm confident that with dedication, hard work, honesty, and integrity, we can fulfill the dreams and aspirations of the founding fathers of our nation, who envisioned us to be a dynamic, progressive, prosperous, and united nation. A nation that under God, in J.B. Dankwa's immortal words, cherished its ancient freedom. We must all step up and play significant roles in the development of Ghana, our motherland. Let us bequeath to our children, their children and generations on board, a nation of hope and opportunity, not one of despair and retrogression. With God on our side, we can unleash our considerable energies and make our own unique contribution to the growth of world civilization. Happy 64th Day Independence celebration to all of us, and may God bless us all and our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.